I make hobo dinner when I go camping. Ground beef, onions, carrots, potatoes and a bit of garlic. Wrap it in tinfoil, I prefer the non-stick kind, and throw it on some coals in your campfire. My friends who have never camped with me are always impressed. Where are you seeing sticky tinfoil? It's literally a coated foil that prevents food from sticking to it, guys. Like a non-stick pan. This did crack me up, though. Grilled cheese sandwich. EDA, y'all are making some fancy-ass sandwiches, and don't get me wrong, I'm not mad about it. But a cheap-ass grilled cheese made with stale white Wonder Bread, I can't believe it's not butter, and some Kraft singles holds a special place for me. Response summary 2, grilled cheese is a delicious poor man food. Use only the finest artisan French bread just after cooling from your bread oven. Lightly coat with a mixture of goat butter and ghee. Sprinkle the bottom of the pan with saffron. Blend your mixture of Gruyere and a mild cheddar aged exactly 7.94 years. Toast in a cast iron skillet until the butter resembles hue number 8B4513. Flip only once, toasting side 2 exactly 7/11 of the time spent toasting side 1. Remove and let cool for 37 seconds, adding 1.2 seconds per inch of local rainfall projected in the next 8 days. Cut off crusts. Eat with a silver fork with 62% handle weight. Okay, as a Russian I am telling you potato is the best food there is. It's cheap. You can cook it multiple different ways so you will not get tired of it. Also, it won't get bad easily, get rotten. My ancestors survived cold winters and wars just by eating potatoes. You can slice it into thin slices and fry it, or just boil it with hot water or oven it. Barbecue it, literally everything. Russians are amazing. Don't be modest, your ancestors also survived cold winters, wars, and famines by eating wallpaper paste and sawdust after the potatoes ran out. I know it's not a contest, but the Russian people have survived some of the most awful circumstances ever. If you tell me to eat potatoes, I'm eating potatoes. Edit. Typo fix. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Potatoes. Anyways, like I was saying, potatoes are the fruit of the dirt. You can barbecue them, boil them, broil them, bake them, saute them, daze them, potato kebabs, potato creole, potato gumbo, pan fried, deep fried, stir fried, vase pineapple potatoes, lemon potatoes, coconut potatoes, pepper potatoes, potato soup, potato stew, potato salad, potatoes and shrimp, potato burger, potato sandwich. That's about it. French omelets. Eggs, milk, butter, salt and pepper. It does require some practice to make them right. But after you do, you will have a quick and delicious meal in a second. Walking tacos. Basically, you get a snack-sized bag of your favorite chips and fill it up with taco meat, lettuce, tomatoes, sour cream and stuff like that. Now you have walking tacos. Edit. Thank you for the awards for those asking wondering. I was shown this a few years ago by my cousin that worked for a traveling carnival. On the topic that it's not cheap, well, in the past we've used everything from yard birds to Mickey D patties for the meat. Walking taco or taco in a bag. Walking tacos sounds better, it's like BK, it's have it your way. Make it how you want. Yes. Classic Midwestern dish. Classy and convenient. Some tips. Use Doritos. Crush them up before you put anything in. You don't need cheese when using Doritos unless you want that extra cheesy goodness, which I highly recommend, and for some reason they just taste better when you eat it with a plastic fork. They just do. Why is the plastic fork thing so true? The local Taco Rico place just isn't the same with a fork out of my kitchen drawer. Personally, I think Fritos is the way to go for walking tacos, but Doritos aren't bad. Sleep edit. Yo. Thank you guys for all of the awards. I've had to sleep through dinner and breakfast many times. Hope all of you who are currently in that situation will have better days. They're coming, trust me. Great way to deal with hunger. I had a stretch at uni where I was really broke and was down to 2 meals a day. Skipped dinner due to no money. I tended to go to bed early to sleep through feeling hungry. In college, a pro tip: if you can get classes that start later in the day, eating just a late breakfast and dinner is doable. I did it for 2 years, and it works. Freshman year in college, I had no clue what weekday breakfasts looked like in the dorm cafeteria. I was on the 2-meal-a-day plan. I would grab a cup of coffee on my way to class and then hold on until lunch. The cafeteria had brunch on weekends, which was mostly, here are some bagels, toast and cereal. Enjoy. Missing breakfast every day isn't too hard, or maybe that's just because I am used to it after so many years of not eating before lunch. Heck, sometimes dinner is the first meal of the day. It happens. 2 meals a day is pretty good, currently surviving on 1 meal per day and sometimes none at all. Hit up a food bank. Do something. A lot of places are helping out right now. Not eating can lower your resistance to sickness. That's not good right now. 2 meals a day can be detrimental to your health depending on your activity level. I was working on a drilling rig when my son was 3 years old. I had just bought my first house, and oil prices tanked. I had spent my savings on a down payment, and as I was backing the moving trailer in the driveway, I was told I was laid off. Crazy. I worked my ass off all day doing side jobs under the table to make pennies on top of the meager unemployment at the time, feeding a growing boy and my wife while keeping the wolves away. Sometimes I was so exhausted and stressed I couldn't even get myself to eat more than once a day. The things you'll do to keep a little boy who looks up to you happy, and a wife who depends on your promise. Fuck, I hope I never have to do that again. Shit on a shingle, aka cream chip beef on toast. Such an underrated dish. Is it a Midwestern dish because some people look like I'm crazy when I mention it? Add some peas to throw in some extra fiber. Not Midwest, military. Chip beef was common in US military rations in WWIWWII Korea, Vietnam, and SOS was a mess kitchen creation driven by that. When vets came back home, they still had a taste for the stuff, so it made its way into kitchens all around the country. It's only really stuck in the Midwest and places with heavy military presence, like the Mid-Atlantic. I grew up in the Baltimore area and my granddad was Navy, so I saw this stuff all the time when I was younger. Fun fact, PB+J came about in a similar fashion. Welch's grape jelly was included in WWII rations, along with sliced bread and peanut butter as a stable protein. Soldiers will do some truly ridiculous shit to spice up their meals, and the rest is history. Cacio e pepe. It's just spaghetti with a sauce you make from reserved pasta water, a shit ton of parmesan, and black pepper. It's delicious, and since the cheese is gonna be melty, you don't need high quality. Just one step above that sawdust shaker cheese. Boil 1 cup white rice, 20 cents. Add cilantro if you have it. Prepare 2 cups black beans, $1.39. Soak 24 hours or cook in INSTA pot from dry. Melt 1 tablespoon neutral oil of choice. I prefer olive, but butter works. Olive oil is pricey, so butter is a go-to for poverty budget. Dice 1/2 onion, 25 cents. Fry onion in oil. When translucent, add soaked beans to fried onions. Stir in oregano, cayenne chili pepper, cumin, black pepper, garlic salt, and 1 teaspoon lime juice concentrate. Let flavors mingle until cooked. All less than 50 cents total per serving. Scoop beans over rice, optional. Top with a little cheese and sour cream, or diced tomato. 75 cents. The upfront cost really isn't much, and you can stock it in bulk. One batch costs about $3 and makes 4 servings. Don't skimp on the oregano. You can get a lot of it for cheap. Start grating your own cheese. That bagged shit is stupid expensive. You can get a lot more variety, better flavor, and more volume if you grate your own cheese.